feeling that burns inside me is screaming for a home. The feeling of love and safety, that's the place where I belong. Belong, belong, and I will fight for the place where I belong. I'll never feel alone at home. The place where I belong. We all have 1,000 wishes, only one should come true for all. Sweeter than a million kisses, a place to call home. A home, my home, and I will fight for the place where I belong. I'll never feel alone at home. The place where I belong. Home is hope, where hope is home. It's the closest thing to love. Home is hope, where hope is home. The place where almost is always enough. Home, the place where I belong. Home, I'll never feel alone. The place where I belong. I'll never feel alone at home. The place where I belong.
And if I had,
Could understand the words at least.
I had my microphone turned
Could
off.
understand the words.
Not mine. I had my microphone turned off. That was a good song, ladies and gentlemen. I
Yes,
enjoyed
it
that.
was.
All right. Now, I got more songs, but I just want to ask you a question, Doc. Do you know how many executive orders Trump has signed for so far? You can take a guess. You're not supposed to know.
That's 7?
22.
Wow. That's more than, well, yeah, well, there
That's
is.
not more. He's just getting rid of almost what the other guy was. So his.
Well, but that's, they say that's what usually the incoming president does.
Okay, today.
What I don't know, what I can't stand is when he holds it up like a little boy. Look, mommy, look what I did.
Okay, this is the one from today. You know what he signed today?
No, I haven't seen the news yet.
Yeah,
I was
all
away
day.
all day. What?
All day. You haven't seen the news?
No.
What's that thing that they did with Wall Street?
You tell me. I don't know.
That the one the guy from Massachusetts put that law through to Memorandum Direct Treasury Secretary review the fiduciary rule, another Obama-era law intended to protect Americans' retirement money from conflicted advice from financial advisors that has long drawn rebuke from Wall Streeters and was scheduled to go into effect in April. That was that one. I forget the name of it. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, give us a call. Franklin thing. Franklin.
I don't know.
It kept banks from being able to lend people money and stuff like that.
All I know is the first thing that happened when he was sworn in was the interest rates went up.
For every new regulation proposed, repeal two new ones, two existing ones. If somebody wants a new executive order, you got to two new regulation, repeal two old ones. Let's see. There was one that was interesting that nobody talks about. Defeating ISIS, except for the immigration ban. There's one that nobody spoke about. It's probably the best thing he's ever done. The memorandum and build a wall, cutting the sanctuary, funding sanctuary cities.
That's it, sanctuary cities.
You know, he's going to start building he's approving the pipelines. Wait a second, I'm looking for one in particular. A lot of memorandums, you know, they're not executive orders. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking one.
That's it. You're at the bottom.
Well, one of the things I didn't see, but Trump decided he's banning people who leave the government to become lobbyists for at least 5 years.
Well, that's a good thing, because what a lot of the congressmen used to do.
They all do that. But no,
I said.
I think it's 5 years. It's a little different. I think it's 5 years you cannot work for a company from, I'm not sure the exact years, that's not an American company. You cannot lobby for non-American companies, and there's a limitation on American companies.
Well, what would happen is you get congressmen who, let's say, are on the health and hospitals, whatever it is, the committee, and then they lose their seat or they choose not to run, and then they become a lobbyist for a pharmaceutical company.
Is what? I'm sorry, repeat that?
I said you get congressmen who, let's say, were on a certain committee that would regulate drug prices. All right? And they either decide not to run or they lose their seat, and then they go out and work for the pharmaceutical company that the company that they were trying to, prevent from raising the rates or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, I know. I will say one thing. I think he's definitely being very transparent, Trump. He's not hiding anything. He's tweeting it to the world.
Well, no, that's exactly right. He wants people to hear and see it.
What stuff have you found so far that he's done that's objectionable?
I don't know. I'm really not up on a lot of things. It's
too much. He's doing so much. They said they've never seen a.
Well, that's what Reince Priebus said. He's been busy. You know
what happens? They said he's a businessman. He came in with a checklist. Done. Okay, what's next? Done.
Yeah.
That's the way his mind works. They've never had something like that in the government before. I like the lobbyists. I like for every new regulation, you got to delete two old ones. We have too many regulations in this country.
Well, that's for sure.
I was who was it? There's a guy you should watch a channel on Fox. He's on 9 o'clock now p.m. I'm trying to remember his name. He's a very, very right-wing nut, but he is so good at what he does.
Okay.
And he asks questions like what's the name of that organization that's the oldest ecology group in the country?
Ecology?
Yeah, ecologists.
Oh, colleges.
Ecologist.
I don't know.
Some foundation that's well known.
Well, whatever.
He was interviewing the guy, and he goes, he says, okay, you guys support Black Lives Matters. What does that have to do with ecology? You're supposed to be here to promote ecology and a clean earth. And the guy says, well, clean earth means clean hearts, and we need clean hearts in all the planets.
That's a stretch if you want the truth.
And then he goes to me, I heard you guys also supported all these left-wing causes. And he goes, yeah. He goes, well, that's how you clean things up. He says, and I heard, well, and you were complaining that the population is increasing too fast in the United States for the ecology, and it's hard to keep up, and that's why you believe in abortion control. Is that right? He goes, yes, that's what we believe in. We believe in abortion to keep the population down because it's sprucing up too fast. People should make decisions if they don't want babies. And he goes, how do you feel about letting all the immigrants in illegally? They're bringing the numbers back up. He goes, oh, you can't stop the immigrants from coming in. And, it was just, this guy was like, by the time this guy from, I'll show you the interview, was done with him, this guy's head was spinning from this, I forget what's the name of the company, the organization, you've heard of it, but this guy's head was spinning. And that's the way this guy interviews, He feeds them all this good stuff, and they go, yeah, that's right. Well, how about this now? I don't know about that. Very good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am not rolling very well any longer. My engines are slowing down.
Well, actually, I think it's just about time to wrap it up anyway.
Well, I promise Lisa will play her songs
One
today.
final song, huh?
She had 5 songs. She got 3 more.
Well, we're not going to play... Well, okay.
It's not a big deal. Her songs are short. This one we played already. I think we played this one. I don't know. We played. How many songs did we play? Here we go. Alexandria's Stan, Thanks for Leaving Radio.